Hey stars, I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Today I'm going to read you a story that I think you're really going to like, and I think that Jacob and Matthew are going to like this book the most because they love firefighters and fire engines. So I'm going to dedicate this book today to Matthew and to Jacob because I know they especially like fire trucks. The title of today's book is Firefighters. The book is by Norma Simon. She's the author. That means she writes the words. And the book is illustrated by Pam Paparone. That means she's the illustrator or she drew the pictures. So if you look at the front cover of this book, you'll see the illustrator, Pam Paparone, that's her name. The illustrator drew an awesome picture of this red fire engine. And who do we see at the front? Right, it's a dog or a Dalmatian pretending to be a firefighter. Now, I showed Aiden this book on FaceTime the other day when we were catching up, and Aiden made such a great observation. He said, Miss Rachel, dogs aren't firefighters. That's so silly. And I said, you're right, Aiden. That's so silly. When we went to the fire station together as a class, were dogs firefighters? No. People were firefighters. So I think that the illustrator is just being silly by making dogs firefighters. I think it's pretty creative. Now, friends, I want you to take a look at the front cover again and tell me how many firefighter doggies do you see on the front cover? Should we count them together? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 firefighters on the front cover. Now, how many firefighters are wearing blue jackets? Blue, the color blue. I see yellow, red. That dog is wearing a blue, that firefighter dog is wearing a blue jacket, and I noticed that this firefighter dog is wearing a blue jacket. So there are 2 dogs who are wearing blue firefighter jackets. And I see one wearing a yellow firefighter jacket and one wearing a red firefighter jacket. And in total, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 firefighter dogs. Great counting, my friends. Now, let's find out what this story is all about. Firefighters. Whoa, look at that illustration. Look at that picture. I see 3 firefighter dogs putting out a big orange and yellow fire. They're using hoses that are spraying water, which is going to put out the fire. Let's make sure you guys can see. Firefighters. What do we see down here? Right, we see those all over New York City, right? These are fire hydrants, and the firefighters connect their hose to the fire hydrant to spray water on the fire and put it out. Let's find out if they use the fire hydrant in this story. The dog going up the ladder, the firefighter dog. Wow, this is a busy page. There's a lot happening. Let's find out what it says. When the fire bell ring, ring, rings, firefighters stop whatever they're doing. They slide down the fire pole, one after the other. They pull on heavy pants, pull on heavy boots. They go into their coats, on with the hats, and up on the trucks they go. So look upstairs, what's happening? Right, I see red circles. I think those mean that the bell is ringing. The fire alarm is going off. And it's waking up the firefighter dogs. He's waking up, he's stretching. Maybe this dog was sitting at the table drinking his coffee or eating his donut. And he runs to the fire pole. They slide down. They put on their pants and their heavy boots. And they put on their jackets and they climb up onto the fire truck. Just like we saw when we went to the fire station. Right? Pretty cool. Where are they? They're at the fire station or the fire department. They open the firehouse doors. They start the engines and they're off. Wee-oo, wee-oo, wee-oo. Look, They're jumping up onto the car or onto the fire engine and riding away. And look, there's people in the town. The little boy is like, "Look, Mommy, it's a fire engine." He wants to go see. The fire engines are off. They're going to find the fire. Cars hear the sirens wailing, wailing. Pull to the side of the road and stop. They let the fire trucks roar by. Firefighters work hard. Fighting fires is their work. So they fight fires. They try to put out fires to protect people because we could get really hurt from fire. So look, the fire engine is racing down the road and all the cars pull over to the side to let the fire engine through. Wee-oo, wee-oo, wee-oo. We hear a lot of fire engines in New York City, right? Look, they turned the page vertical. The illustrator made a vertical picture. Vertical just means up and down, up and down. And look, because I see a long ladder going up to the second story of the building. Here's 1, 2, the second story. I see smoke coming out and fire inside. Turn on the hoses. Whoosh, whoosh. Out shoots the water. Up go the ladders. Up go the firefighters. Look, this dog is cheering. He's saying, "Yay, you're putting out the fire. Thank you, thank you." The firefighters are there to keep the people safe and fight the fire. Wow. Where are the firefighters now? It looks like they went inside the house, even though it's on fire. They're so brave to do that. I would be scared to go inside a house that's on fire. It's not safe. Firefighters wear masks to help them breathe through the smoke. They search upstairs and downstairs to get everyone out. Look, this firefighter saved a baby. And look, this firefighter's wearing a mask to help him breathe. And he's a hose that's spraying water to put out the fire. And look, it looks like they're running and rushing to save the other people. We saw a lot of this equipment or this gear, like the fire jacket and the fire boots and pants and the masks, when we went to the fire station on Avenue B. Do you guys remember that field trip to the firehouse? Right, that was really cool, right? After the firefighters put out the fire with everyone safe and sound and warm, their hard work is done. So look, that's the last little bit of fire. The firefighters put out the fire. And now look, I see doctors from the hospital who are helping to get the people to feel better. They're helping make sure that they're safe and sound and warm by putting blankets on them. That must have been really scary for the people who were inside the house that got lit on fire, don't you think? But they're safe and sound now. The doctors and the firefighters came. Now it's time to look around. Time to ask questions. How did this fire start to burn? Firefighters search all around the fire, poking, checking for answers to their questions. Do you have any ideas? How do you think this fire started? What's something that could have started the fire? Maybe somebody was cooking and they left on their stove? Or maybe they lit a candle and the candle burned? These firefighters are there to investigate or find out what happened and how the fire started. They pack up the ladders and the tools, up go the hoses into the trucks, and now they drive back slowly. No more sirens. So they're done fighting the fire. They're packing up all of the gear and the equipment and the tools like the ladder and the masks and putting it back into the truck. And they're getting ready to go back to the fire station or to the firehouse. Where are they now? What do you see? Right, they're back at the firehouse. Down from the trucks come the tired firefighters. Why do you think the firefighters are tired? Right, because they must have worked so hard to put out the fires with the hoses. The hoses are really heavy and have lots of water in them. So they must be really tired, and they ran up the stairs to save the people. So now they need to rest. Pants and coats go up on the hooks. Boots stand in a straight row. Hats sit on a long hat shelf, and everything is back in its place. It's time to rest. Firefighters eat in the firehouse kitchen. How many firefighters do you see eating in the kitchen? Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. I see 6 firefighters eating dinner in the firehouse kitchen. How many firefighters are sleeping in their beds? Let's count. 1, 2, 3. Right. I see 3 firefighters sleeping in their beds because they're so tired from their long day fighting the fire and need rest. I see lots of things to count on this page. If you want, you could hit pause on this video and count the number of fire jackets that you see, or the number of fire hats. Then it is time to wash the fire trucks and wind up the hoses. Time to clean the breathing masks and check every tank. Make everything ready to fight the next fire. So they're preparing or getting ready for the next fire. They're putting everything away, washing the fire engine, making sure everything is prepared for their next fire. There are always firefighters in the firehouse, night or day, ready to go whenever the fire bell rings. So they're getting ready for the next fire. They're always at the fire station. That's why, look, we saw that they sleep there at night, right? What if there's a fire in the middle of the night? They have to wake up and slide down the fire pole and get ready to go and fight the next fire. So they sleep at the fire station and they get everything ready for the next fire because they have to rush and go really fast. Open the firehouse doors. Start the engines. They're on their way. What numbers do you see on this page? I see some numbers down here. Look. Do you know that number? Right, it's the number 8. How about that number? Right, it's the number 2. I like this image or this illustration. I see all the red fire cars and fire trucks, and the firefighters are ready to go to fight their next fire. The end. Friends, great job. I am so proud of you for following along and counting with me and remembering our field trip to the fire station or the firehouse on Avenue B. I miss you all so much. I hope you had fun reading with me. Mwah! I'll see you next time, guys. Have a great rest of your day.